Welcome to the Celtic Llama. In this tutorial, I'll be showing you how to crochet your very own multicolored flower pot. So to get started, we are going to go ahead and make our slip knot, and we are going to chain one, and then we're going to go back and do 6 double crochets into our magic circle. And this will just end up being an increase for each row. So row 1 that we're working on, round 1, my apologies, will be 6 stitches. Round 2 will be 12 stitches, then 18, 24, 30, so on and so forth. And here you see I am just using this little bit of string as my stitch marker, nothing more, just so I know where my start and stop is for my rows. So we're going to go ahead and do our first double crochet. And we're doing 2 double crochets in each stitch. And we're just going to keep increasing as we go. All right, here we are at row 8. So we got our increase for the bottom. So I'm just going to move my stitch marker, and we are going to do into row 9 double crochets all the way around into the back loop. So it'll end up being 48 stitches total. So just insert your hook into the back loop and just double crochet all the way around. And this is just to kind of give your flower pot bottom a little bit more stability and a flatter surface. And as you can see on the pattern grid in the bottom corner, all of row 9 is just solid pink, and it's a back loop. So here I am just kind of fussing, getting the shape so you can kind of get an idea. So now that we start row 10, this is how we're going to start our changing of pattern colors. So I'm going to move my yellow yarn for my stitch marker. Just kind of tuck it back. We're going to do 1 double crochet, but I'm going to leave both loops on my hook. I'm going to pull out my purple yarn and do a quick little slip knot. And with this slip knot, I am going to pull that through to finish off our double crochet. And I choose to do this way because I think it gives your pattern a better texture. So what you want to do is we're going to end up doing 6 double crochets across. And you want to make sure as you go, you insert your hook into the 2 loops, but you also have your pink yarn being carried with you. So pretty much you're just crocheting over the top of your pink yarn as you go. And also here I'm just tucking in the purple tail as well. So here we are at the end of our 6 stitches, and I'm just going to change to pink. So I leave the 2 loops and I pull through, and we have our pink. So then the last stitch of the pattern is 1 double crochet of pink, and we just start over again. So we'll do 1 double crochet of pink, and it is hard sometimes to remember to leave the 2 loops on your hook and change colors. I did this a lot for this tutorial, it just happens. If you so choose, you don't have to leave both loops on your hook and switch colors, you can actually just finish your stitch and then switch to the next color, but it will give your pattern a different look. And also for this pattern, I am crocheting in the round. I am not connecting with a single crochet at the end. So just keep that in mind as well. And here we go. And I messed up again, so I'll pop that off and pull through with pink. All right, and we will just follow this all the way around. Just switching in between pink and purple. So here we are at the end of round 10, and we end with 1 pink double crochet. So now you can kind of get an idea of how it looks. So I'm going to just move my stitch marker yarn, and now we are going to do 2 pink double crochets because now we're on row 11 and we're just kind of following the pattern. Leave our 2 loops, switch to purple, pull through, and do 5 purple stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we leave our 2 loops and we change to pink and pull through. And then we finish off our pattern with 1 pink double crochet. And now we start again. So 1, 2, switch to purple, and we're just going to keep repeating this method as we go up through every single row. And just to save time, we're going to speed things up just a little bit. You can see me mess up. That's okay. It's no big deal if you mess up. And just like that, a wild cat appears. This is Yuki. She is my one-eyed rag doll, and she is 2 years old. She definitely is very enthusiastic about getting lovin' while I'm crocheting. And also, I feel like she supervises me to make sure that I do a good job. So for the rest of the video, we will have the supervision of Yuki. Quality control. Alright, this is the end of row 15. So we have finished the purple portion of the pattern. So we're just going to take our scissors and we are going to cut our purple thread. Make sure we're thinking safety first after we're done snipping the yarn and putting the lid back on our scissors so no one gets poked. Tickle, 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 tickle. So now what we will do is we are going to go ahead and fasten off our purple yarn, and I'm just going to insert my hook in the back part of the pattern in the pot, and I'm just going to pull through my yarn and tie it in a knot. This is just how I end up securing my work, but however you feel like securing your work, whatever method works best for you. All right. And then for row 16, we are just going to double crochet all the way across in pink. But what you'll see me do is I'm just going to tuck in the purple string just so it has a nice finished edge. All right, we are coming up to the end of row 16, and you can actually do more rows if you wanted to make your pot taller. This 16 rows is just kind of where I chose to put this at. So now you can really see the pattern, how it looks. So what we will do is we're going to go ahead and pull our stitch marker string out. And just set it off to the side and save it for the next project. And again, being safe, we are going to snip our pink yarn and put the lid back on. And then we are searching for our tapestry needle, which I should have had prepared, but I had to dig for it out of my little crafty box. There we go. So I'm just going to insert my hook into the next stitch, and I'm going to do a single crochet, and then I'm going to just tie it in the knot. Again, you can fasten off your work whichever method works best for you. This one just works good for me. And then since we've done the work in the round, you'll end up seeing how it has kind of a bit of a step. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my needle and just kind of thread it through some of the stitches and just pull that tail through there, and that'll give us that nice finished edge that we're after. All right, just pull through and pull it a little bit tighter than I need to, because when I pull the pot back into shape, it'll pull that tail into the work. And just like that, we have finished our flower pot in multiple colors. Now, if you want, you can actually add more colors to this. The sky is the limit, and never say no to creativity. If you found this video helpful, please go ahead and give it a like, and I really do hope that you have a happy crochet day with your multicolored flower pot.